Good morning and happy Monday. We're glad you were with us on this journey through the scriptures. Yesterday we talked about the parable of the Good Samaritan. Now, the problem with the parable of the Good Samaritan is that most of us have heard this passage, and we've heard it and we've heard it and we've heard it till we get to the point where we think we've heard it and we stop listening. Parables are stories that Jesus picked up from everyday life to use those examples to tell us something about the kingdom of God. Now, one of the characteristics of a parable is there's always a surprise. There's always a being caught off guard. In fact, if you read a parable and you're not shocked, or if you're not caught off guard, you probably missed it. The parable that a rich Samaritan would stop and help someone was shocking. It would have left most of the Jewish community around Jesus who was listening to that story, it would have left them in stunned silence. But we're going to talk about that some more. Right now, we're going to talk about this guy who asked the question. One, I like this guy. I like this guy because he's asking the same question I would want to ask. Things like, Jesus says, love everybody. Well, that's a lot of people. And there's a lot of people in there that, frankly, well, they're hard to love. So this guy wants to know, who is my neighbor? Okay? Tell me, is it the guy across the street, the guy's 2 houses down? And if I'm really, 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 really Christian, then I get the guy who is behind me, right? Give me some kind of limit. Give me some kind of box. After all, I can't love everybody. So I want to know exactly what I'm supposed to do. Have you ever talked to Jesus like that? Have you ever tried to get Jesus like down to an exact amount so that you can say, okay, I will do this, but no more. I will go this far, but no further. A lot of us think we have a deal with Jesus like that. Jesus, I will serve you to this point. I will serve you as long as you never ask me to go overseas. I will serve you as long as you never ask me to speak in public or teach a Bible study class or do this or do that. You have limits. You have a contract. Contract says that party of the first part and the party of the second part have agreed to certain things, that they've only agreed to these things, that there's a limit on what each party can require of the other. There's no limit to what we ask of Jesus. Jesus gave everything he was, everything he had for our salvation. But we want to make a deal with Jesus to where we only have to give so much back. It doesn't work that way. Jesus doesn't have a contract with us. He has a covenant. And the covenant says that he will love us no matter what. Now, the way he talks about love is different than the way you and I talk about love. He doesn't talk about love as an emotional commitment. He talks about love as being a commitment of action that I will always do what is best for you. And our response to him is the same. We, dear Jesus, will always do what is best for you. We won't be limited by lines on a map. We won't be limited by our ethnic history or the race of the other person. We will have the same understanding of our love for you that you have in your love for us. I like this guy. He asked the same question I would ask of Jesus. Really, how far do I have to go? And Jesus' answer, as far as I did. I'll give you 60 seconds to think about it, and I'll see you tomorrow.